Brokey Schmokey. So I just started a run on Cryptid. You know, this is how far we got. And then I realized, wait a second. I forgot to do something, or didn't consider to do something I want to do. So this is Cryptid. We spawn way more trees. We gain way more experience and material out of the trees. Because usually you get nothing. Like, don't destroy them is the point. We heal for each tree. We have higher dodge cap. And we get attack speed whenever we dodge. We also have minus range, lifesteal, less material dropped. So my idea was, let's go for Thief Dagger. But what I realized there on wave 4 was, why do I not just banish the common items, right? Right? Because then we get more trees. And more trees is more healing. So I take the bonus money we get out of the Thief Dagger for armor, HP, survivability, you know, damage and stuff like this. And the trees will just heal me like crazy. Sure. We have 2 level ups. Holy moly. So I don't want luck then. Okay. I can do that. Now we need to get a little bit lucky with these. If we don't get lucky, I have to... You know what? The problem is not how long it took to find it. I mean, that was the problem, but we didn't spend that much money, right? The problem was, the reward cost gets so high, so fast, I just didn't want to afford that. And this character actually starts with a ridiculous amount of money, but the amount of money that you get falls off very quickly. And I also forgot to banish. Okay, I need to keep this on my mind. But the further we go into this entire thing now... How did I only... What? Wait, what happened? How did I only get 1 level up this time? Wait, what? But yeah, the further we go into this, the more I'll have to banish... restart if something doesn't work out, you know. I want to keep these. Yeah, but not important enough to keep them there. Horrible. Horrible. Because we can consider going for... crit, right? Not crit. What? No, we need to go for crit. That's what I wanted to say. Dude, I'm so lost right now for some reason. And the further we get into this now, I think the more likely it will become that I'll have to start resetting. And not just resetting, but especially that we just lose. Like on Fisherman, Ogre, those will probably be really difficult. I can't really think of someone else right now, but some of these will be very, very difficult. But how did we only... Wait, what actually changed? It must have been I got more money out of the knives... But I got less tree spawns. Right, that's what happened. Like the RNG of how many trees spawn. Okay, so now we want to see trees. Thief Dagger, also very good. Okay, we're doing fine, I would say. Still, how did we lose an entire level up? That is insane, that, like, the chance. So here's the only issue, I really want to destroy some of these trees for the chance of a chest, because we also get 15 bonus material out of that, but at the same time it's a 1% chance, right? No, actually it's a 20% chance, what am I talking about? 1. Oh, it's fine. It's like, you know, what you gonna do about it, crit? Okay, sure buddy. Let's get rid of that. Attack speed is really good. Great. Perfect, perfect. Actually not that useful. Because half of the material is only dropped, right? The material that we get from the flint knife does not count for it. Let's see if the strategy works out. Like how difficult this will be. This could either be like one of the easiest runs we have done. It could also be one of the hardest runs. But it's also kind of funny, depending on what character you play, sometimes just starting with one bonus weapon, like on the first wave that everything works perfectly out, is all you need to kickstart the entire thing. Oh, I keep on gambling and I shouldn't do it. I lost 24 experience. It's not that much, because it also drops some of that, right? Sure. Perfect. Yeah. So, what do we do to survive? You need to die before you buff. You need to die before you shoot. These can dash. The moment the first tree spawn is the moment where we start healing a little bit. Okay, just keeping my distance. You actually buffed someone up, so we have to be cautious, whoever that is, I don't know it. But someone is annoying. Or not. I don't want this. I wanted this tree. See, this is why we take it. I mean, you'll probably hear me a lot saying, oh, I don't want this tree, and I walk right into the tree. Unintentionally, of course. Of course, right? Holy moly. You want to get these to red... Don't talk about it, it's fine. You want to get these to red levels ASAP. I almost bought that guy. That was actually really close. Seriously? I'll take this out of the way, it's fine. The reason is... This one has now an 80% chance to gain material. This has a 56. The purple one has a 62, so we gain 18% increase, while usually it's just plus 6%. Big difference, right? Very big difference. So, yeah, the strategy hasn't worked out so far. At all. So currently, we are pretty much only at a huge disadvantage, because I've banished all of the common items, but we haven't gotten the common items that I wanted out of that. Do you explode? No, I could. A part of me really wants to get the worm that destroys all of the trees. One tree. Maybe I should go for the experience healing, because while it is not a lot, it is still quite a decent bonus on top of our already existing HP regeneration, right? Maybe. Sure. Perfect. Finally. Holy moly, that took a while. More healing. You. Gives us more crit along the board. This will be so difficult to do, but we'll try it. Slot on the enemies so they can't run away. Sure. 30 HP. I don't like this that I'm supposed to earn so much bonus money. And I didn't get any bonuses, really. Oh, we are not even guaranteed that the whistle pops off, right? For some reason, whenever I get the whistle, I just expect I will get one dude spawning. Okay. I'm walking a little bit too close to the enemies, but the problem is I'm focusing too much on the trees that I don't walk into them, and that can genuinely get me killed. I'm glad the whistle didn't go off. I would have tried to get that. Perfect. Melee damage. Stop it. Experience gain is insane, by the way. So we'll do the same thing again, that we combine them up ASAP. Sure, perfect. Now, technically speaking, what I would want to do for wave 9 is, I would want to have as many red ones as possible, so I use all of those that I have and combine them up. But I don't think I'll survive that, and I need to get like 20 max HP before we go into the boss fight. Which, is quite a bit, you know. Like, we just turned level 10, which also means we don't have a guaranteed, like, rarity level up. That is not what I wanted to do, and that is the downside of me picking up the thing. Ouch. Maybe Curse is just bad. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Yeah, you know what? I will entirely ignore Curse. Some of these characters, they can't really afford to do that. Like, if you want to go for a high roll special video run on the main channel of Dex, you know, that's where I do that. But here we just can't really afford that, because we just take the game as it comes. Sure. 67 Seriously? You had to do that? Sure. I don't need it that much. The reason we pick up all of the healing out of fruits is... That is actually not bad. The reason we do that is... In case of panic, I can destroy the trees to survive. Because surviving is a lot better than a little bit of money, right? And yes, I didn't combine them. I could have combined the 2 blue ones and then the 2 purple ones. But I think 4 of them is just too dangerous right before a boss fight. Because if I don't find enough of... Okay. Wait, why are there 2 of them? That's not supposed to happen. Did we get a single crate out of these? I don't think so. Finally. Okay. Yeah, I need more HP. And I will ignore the trees. If a tree is in the way, a tree is in the way, you know, not my problem, pretty much. We still got 108, that is a lot for how much I destroyed there. Perfect. I mean, I would love to take this, but we have to take so many items right now to just exist. That doesn't make a difference. I don't like the minus dodge because we benefit out of that, but... You know, we get attack speed, but I guess it's just over. This gets me killed and gets me to destroy all of the trees. Holy moly. Ooh. Okay, okay. I dig that. Is my range negative? Oh, right. I just looked at it now and I was like, that is like a little pokey. What is going on there? Right. What we need is crit kills heal and killing heals. Those are very, very important. To like walk through the enemies and kill them. Do I want to get more range? Or do I want to stay this little power needle? You know, it's like a power washer, but as a needle. Not exactly sure how that works, but like you can imagine something. Still no crate. I really thought I would have a lot more crates randomly. But we are doing really good. I think the strategy is working. You know, that we get the bonus money, out of that we get the bonus stats, and then we become so powerful that the enemies can't really kill me. That doesn't mean they can't kill me, but as long as I use my brain, I'll not die. Sure. Good, 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 good. Perfect, that is a huge money item. I love you. Sure. Dodge and luck. I think it's about time. Chance to deal a humongous amount of damage, but I actually don't really want that. Right. Let's combine them. Let's just do it. Because we want to kill the enemies with our main weapon. That we get the bonus money. At the same time, though, I wouldn't mind if we had more things that kill enemies. That I'm not the one that has all of the attention on me. Though, for that, I honestly just would like to have the scapegoat, right? That distracts the enemies. While the scapegoat doesn't kill, I can walk up to the scapegoat and kill all of the enemies that are attracted by it. Or whatever you wanna call it, taunted. Yeah, I should have taken the monkey, by the way. It's not a lot of like stuff that is dropped, but it would have been enough to make a significant difference. No, we want the crit kill healing. So some of these enemies are insanely dangerous to me, which makes me very concerned about the boss fight. Like, depending on what boss that is, I think I just can't take on him. Good. Oh, 69, nice. I'll take the arm. Oh my god, I love you. That was actually really lucky. More max HP, sure. Can I have one more? Perfect. Okay, you know what? I'll just go for a bunch of dodge. Like, now you're just giving that to me like crazy. This is fine. Okay, boss fight. There's a good chance I'll lose. Alter Schwede, no, you didn't just do that. This is the worst boss possible. And I actually have to go after the enemies is the issue. There's no way, by the way, that we take this guy down. Like, zero. There's absolutely no way. It's not even gonna be close. Like, I can't even kill the balls that are getting created. This is such a conflicting thing, because I want to keep the trees down to get the HP regeneration, but when I cross them, I'm like, this is my one chance to destroy this to get healing. One crate, okay. You know what? For the worst possible boss it could have been, that was quite lucky. Not lucky, that was quite, like, skillful. I'll need this. Oh my god. And yes, I just decreased my dodge again. I need to build this up somehow, but that item was just way too valuable. Like, crit and melee damage are exactly the things that we need. I am not supposed to destroy them, Dex. Keep that in mind. We did it there, and that showed really well why I went for all of the consumable healing, even though I didn't make that much use of it until that point. But this saved our buttocks, right? We would have lost otherwise. 17 damage, like, why do I even get armor? What's the point of this? We haven't gotten a crate so far. Where's my guard? Oh, there. Right, it's shiny. Good. So I think I want to have another garden, maybe. I don't know if I want to have more melee damage. Probably. Percent damage is low. Let's roll. Armor. This is what we call lucky. Now, we would have easily won this. Like, as in, we wouldn't have killed this guy, most likely. It depends on what boss it is. Some of them are very easy to sit on them, but the enemies walk in, right? But we would have easily been able to run away, even though we have no speed, but we have the pokey needles. But with this, I hope I don't become too confident and now think we just easily do it and then I die. But now, it's possible to actually kill and have fun. That was really lucky. Especially given that we never really upgraded our luck stat. Perfect. No, for the regular enemies, nothing at all will change. Pretty much. It is bonus damage, but it doesn't actually make a big difference. Like 10% damage of their HP sounds like a lot, really isn't. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice bonus, okay? You know what? You're great. You know what? You're great. Perfect. See, I'm always right. Oh god, I don't edit these videos, so I can't cut it out. I'm just joking. On the main channel, when I did that, I kept that intentionally in because I thought it was way more funny to just pretend, you know, that I'm going to cut it out. And seeing that... Okay, you're 100%. Sure. Sure. That may have just been the most useless one possible. Give the garden way more speed, but we only have one garden. Yeah. Sounds cool, kind of isn't. Okay. Maybe I should have just done that. No, because the issue is, if I do that, I really want to invest into attack speed to make it worth it. And I don't intend on doing that. Like, we want to go for some attack speed maybe, but the main thing is actually melee damage, armor, HP to an extent, and just items, fruit healing, stuff like that. Ooh, this will be dangerous. That wasn't dangerous at all. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. I'm gonna hunt you down. I'm gonna destroy every single tree if I need to. Another one? But do you see the power of the fruit healing? Like how much we're actually healing out of this? Yeah. Okay. Don't underestimate the enemies though. I mean, I don't think we were actually really close to dying, but it could have been dangerous. That is a lot of recycle value. Sure. No. Destroy one tree, it will like start taking all of them down. Sure. Mirror. Sure. Alter Dex, you know, you're just a god at this game. Don't question what I just said. You know, it's just true. Like, don't say, oh, how did you know? How could you have known, right? It's like, no. Just accept that as a factual statement. Dude, we have so much damage now. Why are you mad at me? Did I destroy his thing? I don't think so, right? Okay. I'm only scared when he's cursed. If he's not cursed, I don't care. Dude, that we never got the crit healing is insane, right? The thing is, and I know this may sound absurd, I would trade our Giant's Belt for 2 of the crit healings, maybe even 1. Because as I said, like, we don't have to kill the elites. We managed to outlive the strongest elite in this game. If we can do that, we can outlive any other elite. Okay, there may be a downside to that item. Like, I knew it will explode. I just didn't expect that. Right. Like, I can't be the only one. That is insane. A little bit more range? Sure. Okay. And you... No, you're evil. You're really evil. Not in the beginning, though. Once he mutates. You know what? We're a little squishy dude. We're actually totally fine. Okay. That was dangerous, but we did it. I rather want them to be mad and hit me. Yeah. Hey, at least there's a bunch of healing on the stage, right? It's like it has its advantages for us. Like, I think at this point it's a little bit too late to be upset about that for me. Yeah. That would have been a really good item. Like a really, really, really good item. Too late. Perfect. I like it. So what I really need is speed. Like, I need to pick up 1 speed level up is what I mean. A good one, a purple one. And this time I want to say, I like walking through the enemies because that means we are, like, attacking them all the time and we get fruits out of them and heal. But sometimes we get into an unlucky sequence where that just doesn't happen a lot. And then I explode. And then all of the trees are gone. Ah, this is too spicy. I mean, could I just switch out to another weapon, like Shuriken? I could, right? Like, why not? Right, what stops me? I think the moment I find the Shuriken, I'll just switch over. Yeah, I will immediately switch over. Now, we don't have a lot of range, and we don't really have a lot of attack speed to support them. But I think it should be a lot stronger than what we are doing right now. Sure. Reckon. Why do we have so much? Let's bite the bullet. Yeah, shuriken would be insane. This is a very dangerous wave. Like, I have to be really cautious what I do here. And that I respect the enemies. And that I stay close to my gardens. I don't want to be too close to them though, because if I get hit once, then all of the fruits get hoovered up and that was it. Like, imagine I take 10 damage and we lose like 5 fruits that are laying there. That would suck. Okay, it's getting to the point where I have to start demolishing. Okay. Yeah, but did you see that how many fruits we just picked up in one go? I think we are late enough into the wave that I can walk through the enemies. And I'll not die. Perfect. Armor? Yeah, you're funny. Okay. It sounds better than it is. I'm still looking for a shuriken. Like, I just need one shuriken, please. But some of these items are too good to say no to. Ooh. Okay. Well, we didn't find a shuriken. Perfect. This one is so easy, I don't think I'm even gonna be concerned. Like, I'm just gonna keep my distance, let him dash, and then I walk up to him. He is only really annoying if the other guy is still alive and puts the stuff around you, the circles. That Giant's Belt was MVP though. Though honestly, I feel like we did a lot of damage. Like, the Giant's Belt, do you see that 30k damage is a humongous amount. I'm actually uncertain if the damage numbers here contain the 30k. But I would say, if we wouldn't have had the Giant's Belt, it would have taken like twice as long, would be my guess. Probably. Right? If like you combine all of these numbers and then you take away 30k, this is probably all at like combined at 60k roughly. Actually more than that, like 80k. Because this is 40k alone, these two. Hope you guys enjoyed it, like, subscribe, see you the next time, bye bye.